everyone, this is Lauren with the Scrap Lot. I just wanted to pop in and do a quick little Sunday video for you to show you how to make this adorable little candle box. Now, a big thank you to Sam Hammond with Poodles Papercrafting, because she came up with the measurements for this box a long time ago, and I just kind of decided to use our new Magnolia Lane suite to make it my own. So to show you how to do this box, you're going to need to start with a piece of cardstock. So any color you like. I chose Mossy Meadow, and this cardstock is going to measure 7 3/4 by 5 1/4. Now on your scoreboard with that piece of paper, you're going to take your lovely stylus and score at 3/4 on each side. So on this horizontal side, that ends up at 3/4 and at 7. Then you will turn it so your long side is facing towards you, and you're going to score at 3/4, 2 1/4, 3 inches, and 4 1/2. Now, before you do any sort of folding, you're going to take your scissors, your nice little snips, and cut a little triangle out of each of those small square parts. So not the rectangles, just these square parts. And this really just helps us close our box perfectly. So don't feel like you have to make these triangles perfect. They just need to work. Okay, so we're just gently doing a little snip on each of those, and then turn around and do the same thing to your other side here. Okay, so nice little snips on there. Once you have all of those parts done, you can grab your bone folder, and we're going to make nice smooth lines on each of these sections so that they're ready to go for us. Okay, so grab a bone folder or anything sharp and just make a nice crisp edge. I like to use my nail, but not everybody has sharp nail. So nice crisp lines with those bone folders. Then you can turn it and do each of your little flaps as well, because we want those to be nice and crisp also. Okay, and flip it around to the other side here and do the exact same thing. Nice crisp lines on each of those score marks. Okay, once this is done, flip it over to the side that is kind of making the little hill for you, not the side that is already folding in on itself. Turn it over, and we're going to start putting a little adhesive. Now you have a choice. You can use either the like our Tombow liquid glue, or I like to use the tear tape just because it's really accessible and easy for me to use. I would suggest not using snail for these projects simply because we want something super strong. Okay, so a nice piece of tear tape is super adhesive for you, and you put those on each of the little sections that we cut the triangles out of. You'll turn it around and do the same thing to that other side. Okay, now before you start assembling your box, I like to decorate it just so that I make sure I know which side is the top and which side is the bottom. So to decorate the top of my box, what I did was I cut a piece of petal pink cardstock, and this measured 1 1/4 by 6 inches. And then I also grabbed a piece of the Magnolia Lane DSP, and this one measures 1 inch by 5 3/4 inches. And those I just attached very quick and easy with our snail. Again, make sure your little gate is facing down when you're using this and your fingers go on the ribs. So nice little bit of snail on there, and attach that guy. Now at this point, it does not matter which part of your box is the top or the bottom. You can decide that right now. Okay, so once you've decided though, that's it. You can't change your mind. Okay, so now I've decided this is the top of my box, and that is now going to face towards me for the rest of what I'm doing. For my little tag, I used one of our layering ovals dies and our stitched ovals to make my tag, and I stamped those with the new Good Morning Magnolia stamp, just a little sentiment thinking of you. And I did that with my early espresso ink. So it's very quick and easy, little tap. Make sure to do this before attaching in case you make a mistake, because we like to be able to flip our projects over. Okay, so there's our little oval. You can put a little bit of snail on the back and put him onto your oval here. Oh, I smudged it. Okay, so don't do this when it's still wet. When you're ready to attach it, you can grab a couple dimensionals. I really like these mini guys because they just work perfectly. Just a couple of those to stick onto your project. And that sentiment will face towards you. Now the nice thing about this project is I'm actually going to be using a flower that is going to cover over my boo-boo. So in case you made a mistake on this side, you can add your flower there. Now this flower is from the Magnolia Lane Designer Series paper actually. I used the dies that come with this suite and they cut out the flowers in that paper perfectly. So I was able to get I think about 12 of these flowers out of the one sheet of paper, and you can always try your hand and see if you want to use some of the partial pieces too. So this little guy, I just pop up on dimensionals right beside my project here. And because I want it to cover my mistake, I'll probably move them over a little bit more. Okay, so right there, nice and tall. Okay, so there's the front of your box. Now we do want just a little lip right here so that when you're trying to open the box, you have something to grip. When Sam first made this video, we had a punch that measured 3 1/4. Unfortunately, we don't have that punch anymore, but we do have one that is a 1/2 inch, and that will be just fine. So I'm going to use that 3 1/4, and I've just found my midway mark kind of by eyeballing it here. And you don't need a full circle, just a little nip, which is why the 1/2 circle punch would be just fine for you to use as well. Okay, so we just want this little lip here. All right, now you are good to put your box together. So we're gonna put the bottom of our box first together. So that means this is our bottom because we've decorated the top. So I'm gonna take my adhesive off of these 2 flaps and the ones directly across from them. So there's my 2 here and my 2 here. And these I'm going to now attach by folding them in behind and just sneaking those pieces together and folding this one in as well. And that's going to start making the formation of a box that you can see. Okay, so 1, 2. Now we do want to put our lid together as well. So here's our box base. So for your lid, you'll take off the adhesives from those last 2 flaps and attach that to the top of the box piece. Sorry. Okay, like so. Now, if you're anywhere that has an IKEA, I have discovered that 4 of our little candles from IKEA fit absolutely perfectly inside this box, and they're perfect for you to just give away now as a gift for little friends, encouragement, or a teacher's gift just to say thank you for all they do, because it is the end of the year after all. So I hope you enjoyed my video and have fun making your own boxes. If you guys do something different, please do comment in the thread just to show us what you've done. Bye!